So I got home from running a full marathon, 26.2 miles, and it was just fucking insane. I got it done. There's my medal right there. And I made it the mistake of running a full marathon for the first time with only one sock. And I knew I was going to get some injury, some type of like thing that was going to affect me after the marathon. And I don't know when this happened. I don't know if it happened at the start of the marathon or it happened during the middle, but I just didn't feel it because my body, and it still is, my body is fucking sore, all right? It's sore from head to toe. My legs, my knees, my feet, oh my gosh. I feel like an old man, like trying to fucking get up, having trouble walking. But yeah, I got the marathon done, but I made the big mistake of not wearing another sock, and I couldn't find another sock in this fucking mess. Sorry about that. It's fucking shitty. And that right there is my fucking victory food that I got after the marathon. And I couldn't record the marathon because I ordered a GoPro, and this is really fucking stupid, but the GoPro just came today, right when I got home after the marathon. So that was just really ironic, and it sucked. But there's my medal to prove it, and I also got my fucking injuries to prove it. So let's take a look. So I'm gonna show my feet. It's kind of disgusting. If you don't want to fucking see feet, then who cares? It's just feet, all right? Just fucking take a look at it. It's nothing bad. So this is what happened. So there's my left foot, right? It's a normal foot. No injuries, nothing. Now let's take a look under it. It's normal, all right? Now, let's take a look at my right foot. What the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't even notice this. Like I said, my whole body was sore during the marathon. I couldn't focus on a specific part, so I didn't really feel this, but I knew something was up. And what most likely happened is that, and I've had this happen even when I'm walking or running or jogging or whatever, but I had this happen before when I'm not wearing socks. My shoe, and this is really fucking stupid. Why do they design shoes like this? But my shoe like kind of stabs me, like right there in that area, and I either end up bleeding or if I, put on a sock, take off my shoe, or just finish walking or whatever, then I could avoid injury. But I ran a fucking full marathon, and this happened. It's really fucking weird. Like I got this, like it opened my skin right here, and I guess this is my blood around it, my dried up blood, and I'm pretty sure it happened maybe during the marathon, most likely because it's dried up. It didn't happen just now, none of that. And if it happened in the beginning of the marathon, then I would have noticed it because it was in the beginning of the marathon, but it didn't happen in the beginning. It mostly happened at the end or in the middle. But yeah, that's what happened. And I didn't even fucking notice it, but it's really weird. It's really disgusting. It's my dried up blood. It looks like fucking chili fucking sauce or whatever when you have it dried up. But yeah, it's really fucking I don't know. It was just weird. It weirded me out. I didn't notice it until now. I knew something was up because my feet fucking hurted, and both of them. But this one hurted more, and I just took a look now, and that's what happened. So that's what happens when you run a marathon with only one sock.
Alright, so it has been 3 days since I ran the full marathon. I did a full marathon, 26.2 miles in San Francisco. So it has been 3 days since that has happened. And I'm going to talk about how it felt, what went down and what went on, and all that stuff. So I had to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning because the person who was taking me to San Francisco wasn't really familiar with how to get there. So we had to get up early just to make sure, we got there on time and got there safely and all that stuff. So we get there, it's 3 a.m. I'm feeling pretty tired, to be honest. I don't even know how I fucking functioned well because I got up at 3 a.m. and I fell asleep at 11. So that's I'd say about 5 hours of sleep. So that was pretty surprising, but I was tired as shit when I got up. So we went there, got to San Francisco, and the view, the scenery, everything was just I've been there before, okay? Let me tell you this. I've been to San Francisco before, and it was not like how it was around this time. Like, it certainly had a vibe to it, obviously, because, like, there's, like, a lot of people that were there for the marathon, but it was just dark, cloudy. The buildings were, like, lighting everything up. It was just really nice. It was really enjoyable. It was not how I expected it to be, because I've been to San Francisco before, and it just looked really different. It was really different. So anyways, I did this marathon with no specific training. I know, like, people there and specific people, they go in for a marathon with specific training, like they do specific training for it and all that stuff. Me, I just, I did what I normally do, and that was it. I get up in the morning, run 3 miles, come back, go to sleep, do ab workout, pull-ups, push, all that shit, and then I decided to sign up for the marathon because I wanted to test myself. I wanted to test my endurance. I wanted to see if I could do it, and surprisingly, I did it. I did really well. And so anyways, I didn't go in there with any specific type of training. So I go to San Francisco, and let me tell you this, the running community, like, out of all the athletes, all the types of people, the joggers, the fucking runners, marathon runners, relay racers, sprinters, whatever, the running people, from what I've seen, are like one of the most coolest and nicest people out of the whole, athletic thing. You got your meatheads, and then you got your power lifters or whatever. Well, I think the fucking joggers or running people are the nicest, coolest types of people. Like, when I got there, I had this plastic thing on my bib that I was supposed to tie on my shoe, but I didn't know that. And one of these marathon runners came up to me and he's like, "Oh, bro, you gotta do this. Here, let me help you out with this." And he tied it for me. And if he hadn't tied it for me, then I don't know, I wouldn't, gotten counted in the marathon. But he helped me out. And just in general, like, when we were running the marathon, it was just, everybody was just so nice and, really cool with each other. And it was just really awesome. So anyways, I get there, wait for the marathon to start. I was in wave 6, okay? There's 8 different waves. Waves are basically groups. So, like, wave 1, 2, and 3, and 4, it goes in order. The marathon starts at 5:30. So wave 1 starts at 5:30, and then there's like a 10-minute gap between each waves. I started at 6:12. So I don't know why it just started at 6:12. I'm guessing most likely that the people in wave 1 and 2 were like special, like, invited athletes, or the ones that, like, signed up real early, because wave 1 started at 5:30, and that's when, like, the marathon started, and wave 2 started at 5:32, so 2 minutes after the first wave started, and then the third wave started at 5:42, and then from there it just goes on to 10 minutes. So I was in wave 6. So there was a lot of fucking people, let me tell you that. There was over 27,000 people at the event. So I didn't know what to expect. I never ran more than 3 miles. I'm pretty sure I have, but, like, I didn't really recall within my past training. I didn't really recall, like, running over 3 miles. I'm pretty sure I have some other times, but within my recent training, I haven't really, ran past 3 miles. Like, I did 3.22, 3 point whatever, just not over 3 miles. And I was about to run fucking 26.2 miles. So I didn't know what to expect. I thought that my body was just going to, be able to handle it. My endurance was going to be okay. Everything was going to be fine. It's just that I had to push through, and that's pretty much it. And that's partially what happened. So anyways, the marathon starts, and fucking truck driving faggots, fucking garbage ass motherfuckers. So anyways, the marathon starts, and we all start running, and everybody starts really close, so everybody just starts running, then everybody scatters. And the first mile was pretty good. Like, it went so fast, all right? So, like, I was just so into it. I'm pretty sure everybody else was, that, it was just like, I didn't even know what mile we were on until I realized that we were on mile 5, because they had these things that told you, like, at every mile, like, what mile you were at. So Everything was fine. Everything was awesome. You know, the vibe, the fresh air, the dark, cloudy scenery. It was just really nice, really foggy. It was nice and breezy. Nobody in the road, nobody in this walking on the streets, no random people, just all of us runners. So we start, and like, here's the thing I couldn't really do, because there was like people everywhere. I couldn't really like run fast. Like I couldn't really run as fast. Like I couldn't just fucking book in, like start sprinting, because number one, I probably would have crashed into people, and yeah, that's most likely why everyone kept the pace. And number two, I wanted to keep a pace, because if I just fucking gassed out after like sprinting for a little bit, then that wouldn't be good. I'd probably, you know, get really tired. But I mostly, you know, I got endurance, so I just decided to keep a pace with everybody else, because there's too many people, and yeah, everything goes good. And so we're just running, and we get to the 5 mile, and I have to stop for the 5th mile, because they have like pit stops, like where they give out water and then like some other shit like electrolytes, which I tried and it tasted like Gatorade. And they give out that stuff, and there's like porta potties, like bathrooms. Thank goodness there's fucking bathrooms, okay? This is what I always say. I thought this was gonna happen for the whole fucking marathon, but thankfully it didn't. So I had to stop for the 5th mile, at the 5th mile, because there was like bathrooms, and I needed to use the bathroom because I really needed to fucking take a piss, like a long ass piss, and then I needed to fucking let out my fucking farts, alright? Like, do not eat too much when you fucking run a marathon, alright? Like, load up on carbs and stuff, and like get your fucking farts out before you run it, and like piss and all that stuff. That's what I did, but I jugged like a fucking bottle of water and stuff, and then I ate blueberries and all this other stuff. But yeah, it hit me at the 5th mile, and I had to stop, and I had to be in line, and the line was just really fast, which is awesome. Like, people just come and go, like nobody fucking took their time, really. Nobody just sticked around. Everybody just used the bathroom, and then they just fucking kept running. Like, the people in line were like really like awesome, nice people. So yeah, I had to stop at the 5th mile, and at this point we were almost at the Golden Gate Bridge. So I use the bathroom, I run, and we're running on the Golden Gate Bridge, and it's really foggy, it's really dark and cloudy, and it was really nice, but at the same time, like, it was really like packed. Like, there wasn't enough running space as there was like when we weren't on the Golden Gate Bridge. Everybody was like, you know, tight together, and like there'd be people walking, there'd be people like, you know, jogging really slowly, and then there'd be people who just want to fucking get in front. I was one of those people that wanted to get in front. And so, you know, I did the best I can to go through people. And yeah, so the Golden Gate Bridge was like really nice. It was really fucking long, longer than I expected. That whole shit is like a mile, alright? We had to go over there, and then we had to go around this other thing that's off the side to the Golden Gate Bridge, and we had to go around, like, back down the Golden Gate Bridge back into mainland San Francisco. My gosh, it was so fucking long, man. It was like, I didn't expect it to be that long. It was about 3 miles, fucking 4 miles, that whole thing, going over there and going to this little area and then going back. Oh my gosh, man, it was just really fucking, it was just a really long run. And it felt long because you had to like, just go straight, and that's all that you could see, like straight. There wasn't no turns or nothing. So we did that, and yeah, it was pretty good. It was really good. And go back down the Golden Gate Bridge. At this point, it's like 7 miles. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling great. My body feels great. You know, I'm glad I fucking made it 7 miles. I'm like, all right, this is fucking awesome. Things are going well. And so we run down, and we keep, you know, jogging, running, and we made it out the Golden Gate Bridge. Then we had to like go a couple uphills, and like the whole marathon track, like, it was really like hilly, and then like going uphill, going downhill, turns, except for the Golden Gate Bridge. I was just like really down straight. But yeah, it was just like the hills were, oh my gosh, dude, those were a fucking challenge. That was a challenge. That was torture. All right. So anyways, you know, we have to go through all that. So we're out the Golden Gate Bridge. We have to go like uphill, and then we're heading to the park. Like this park, it's called Golden Gate Park. We're heading over there, and we're gonna like jog, like run inside a couple times, and then just like jog outside. And then at that point, we're like, maybe I'd say 18 to 20 miles once we're out of that park. So we're jogging over there, and we have to jog a bit. At this point, I wasn't really familiar with where we were at while we were jogging over there. We were probably like on the other side of San Francisco from where we started. And yeah, it's about 10 miles. My body feels really good. My body feels great. We get over there, go inside the park. The park was a fucking loophole, all right? The park, I did not expect it to be that long. Like, the park, it felt like it never ended. Like, this was miles 13 through 17 or 18. Yeah, miles through 13 and 18. Those miles were the most torturous, except for the last ones. Like, they were the weird thing, like, they were the most like hardest, except like they went really fast because we were in a park and we just like made turns, we went through loops, we went this way, we went that way. It wasn't like straight, it just went really fast to me. And yeah, it was just really great. But at this point, my body was just like breaking down. Like, my endurance was great, my endurance was, I could keep going. But it's just that my body, my legs, my hips, my back, I was feeling in my back too for some reason, my shoulders, because it works all your body. It was all just, you know, like really sore, like really fucking sore, like to the touch, like really, like it was just breaking down, I guess. But my endurance was like, it was good, you know, I could keep on going. It's just that if I, you know, try to push myself to the over the limit, my body would just be absolutely destroyed. But yeah, my body's basically hurt at this point. And so the people who are running half marathons, you know, which is 13.1 miles, they're pretty much done, and they, you know, they're already celebrating. They're already like, yeah, we did it, woo, woo. And I'm in my mind just like, fuck, I got another one of those to go, because it felt really long. It was like, at this point, it was like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. And so I got another one of those to fucking go. So at this point, we're inside the Golden Gate Park. My body, I just feel it in my body. I feel my body just, you know, breaking down. And so we finally made it out the fucking park, all right? We made it back to the fucking street out of the park, and it just felt really good because at this point, I knew we were about to be done. You know, we were on our 18th mile. We needed 26, so that's like fucking eight more miles, all right? 8 more miles, and we just needed to fucking get that done out of the way. We already did 18, just need a couple more. And so we kept running, and I at this point, over the 18 miles, this is when I had to stop, like, at every fucking, like, at every pit stop I see, because I needed fucking water. I needed just fucking, you know, not run for like 2 seconds and then go back to running, but I needed water mostly. So yeah, I just fucking jogged this all out, and I can't, you know, at this point my body's destroyed. I cannot like push myself to fucking jog really fast. I have to keep a pace. So I do that really good, but even that fucking hurts. Like, at this point, it's hurting to run, and I'm like, fuck. And I think it's hurting to run because my shoe fucking stabbed me because I wasn't wearing one sock. I was only wearing one sock, and yeah, I already showed that. So anyways, yeah, but I didn't notice it. So that's partially why. And aside from that, my body was just fucking all hurting from running that much. So anyways, yeah, you get to like 20 miles, over 21 miles. Like, once we get to around there, like over 20 miles, everything just becomes torturous. Like, it's like, once we get to the 20th mile, it's like, fuck, we got 6 more. This is fucking terrible. Like, we're almost done, but it's just so much. Like, I'm feeling like my body just be destroyed. I'm looking at everybody else. They're all struggling too. Everybody's sweaty. Everybody's like, you know, destroyed. But we're all just pushing it, and I'm pushing my body. I'm just like, fuck, I'm already this far. I gotta fucking do this, all right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm pushing myself to fucking finish this. And yeah, fucking miles 20 through 6, which were the last couple miles, they were like really torturous. Like, those were the ones where I just like felt the time. I actually felt the fucking time, you know, go by. Not go by fast. I felt the time like go by pretty slow. You know, all the other miles, like the 13 through 18, those were the miles that were, you know, really fucking fast. 20 through 6, which were the last couple miles, those were the miles which weren't so fast, which I felt the fucking time and place. And yeah, I just had to like fucking I saw I saw like the place where we started when we were around these miles, and I was just like, fuck, we're almost there, I'm just, you know, thinking like, you know, we're almost fucking there. Like, it's just, we gotta just basically jog to where we started. Just we're pretty far away, but it's, you know, it's closer and closer every time. And yeah, dude, I just had to push through. My body was fucking destroyed, okay? Like, I never felt like this before. I knew I was gonna, like, have to take some rest days off. And so, yeah, basically, we get through the miles. I'm at the last mile, which is, I already did 25 miles. I got one more to go. The finish line is right almost there, like, around the corner. And that mile, oh my gosh, I didn't fucking stop, man. I pushed myself, and once I saw the finish line, I really pushed myself. Like, I started, like, you know, fucking sprinting almost, and I started, you know, just running faster than I was keeping a pace while I was running this. So I started running faster, basically, and yeah, I made it. And once I fucking made it, I just fucking thank God. I think just fucking, I was just so grateful and so relieved, and I was surprised too. Like, I was like, damn, I fucking ran a full fucking marathon. None of that fucking half marathon shit. I ran a full fucking marathon, and I did it by myself, and yeah, it was just really awesome. So that happened, and I got a medal, and I went home, and I got a lot of fucking food. I got Jack in the Box. I got not Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr. I got fucking like 2 burgers, all that shit. All right, that's besides the point. So I get home, and I'm sore to the touch, alright? After the marathon, I was fucking sore. Like, when I sat down after I finished the marathon, I couldn't even sit down without, like, groaning. Like, it was just really fucking hurtful, but at the same time relaxing, because I fucking finished the marathon. But, yeah, when I got home, it was just so fucking, like, I didn't want to get out of bed, not even to play PS4 or get on my PC or none of that. I just wanted to fucking, you know, stay in bed and be on my iPad and just fucking web surf or whatever. And so that's what I did for the day when I got home from the marathon. And when I didn't even want to eat the fucking food I got, I just wanted to relax. And so my body was all sore, like all my downer body, like from my hips down, my legs, knees, feet, all of that was fucking sore. And all my back, my shoulders, all my upper body, that was sore from my upper body. That's all. Like my back and my shoulders, that was all that was sore. And so, you know, I just hope that I could sleep it off. Next day, I'm still feeling it. You know, I'm like, fuck. Like, I'm feeling it like a little bit less, but I'm still feeling it. And yeah, I was just like, fuck, man. And I noticed that my feet, my right foot was pretty stingy, like almost like that feeling when you have an open wound, and like your skin's like sticking out. It was that feeling. I had it, and I was like, fuck, I gotta check this. So I check it because I was just lying in bed, and yeah, I got that fucking wound, and I didn't know like how long it had been affecting me during the marathon. I don't know when it started, but I just know it fucking happened, and I ran the marathon while that happened, while I was fucking bleeding out of there because my blood surrounded the wound. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And today, it's been 3 days after the marathon, and so yesterday, okay, so the day after was the day I found out that I had the wound. Tuesday, which was yesterday, I still felt pretty sore. I felt like, you know, I was recovering. I needed another day of rest. I still had a little bit of trouble walking down the stairs. I couldn't walk down the stairs like really fast. Otherwise, you know, I'd fucking eat shit, or my legs would just fucking snap. Not really snap, they wouldn't do that, but I'd lose balance because like my legs were still sore as fuck. And they were pretty sore, but not as much as the day after the marathon and after finishing the marathon. I was recovering. So yesterday I was recovering. I was doing pretty good. And today I feel way better. I feel, I wouldn't say like, you know, tip-top shape. I still feel like a little bit of soreness. I'm just gonna give it one more day, and then after today I can get back on my feet and just like fucking start doing my daily jogs and all that shit. But yesterday I still felt the soreness on my back and on my shoulders, and then so did I feel that on Monday, and I felt that on Monday too. So I felt that like still feel that, but a little bit, you know. Basically, I'm recovering, okay? So when I finished the marathon, I was fucking short to touch. The day after the marathon, Monday, I felt fucking less sore, but it's still a lot of fucking soreness on my back, my shoulders, everything. And I really felt it on my back and shoulders. It was just really, like, irritating. And then on Tuesday, which was yesterday, I still felt it, but it was, like, going away. Still felt it on my shoulders and back, but not much on my feet and my legs and all that stuff. They were, like, healing. Today, I feel good, okay? But I still feel, like, a little soreness on my hips, my legs, and I still feel a little tiny bit of soreness on my back and my shoulders. So, yeah. That's pretty much how I felt during the marathon and how I feel today. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fully recovered for sure. And I could get back to doing whatever I want to do. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. And anybody could fucking run a marathon, alright? You just got to push yourself. That's pretty much what I did. I just fucking pushed myself. I didn't go in there with any specific training. Just, you know, normal fucking... Just normally I just went in, you know, I'm active, I do exercise, that's all you gotta do, and you just push yourself, fucking do the marathon. And yeah, it's pretty much how I did it, and how I felt and how I feel today. Everything's fine. It was really fucking awesome, and it's just really rewarding. So that's pretty much it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about anything, go ahead and ask. So anyways, peace. Alright, so it is Thursday, and I'm going to do a quick little update before I end this off. So as you can see, my foot is recovering, and my body feels way better. My back, my shoulders, all my lower body, I'm recovering, and basically I feel way better than I did the past couple of days. And today was actually the first day that I went to go run since the marathon, and I only got to do one lap, because where I run and how many miles I run is usually 3 miles, and where I run, I take 2 laps around this neighborhood, and it adds up to 3 miles. And so I only got to do 1 lap around this neighborhood, so that was basically 1.5 miles. And the reason why is because my fucking foot, my right foot, this foot was fucking killing me, alright? And the reason for that was because 75%, my shoe was fucking stabbing me again. Fuck these shoes. I'm gonna fucking burn these shoes. And 25% was because, you know, the aftermath of the marathon. Because when I was running, I still felt, you know, the, like, aftermath in my, like, legs and, like, my hips and stuff. I was still feeling it, like, a tiny little bit. But I'm recovering and I'm doing better. Like I said, I feel way better than I did the past couple of days. But 25% was because of the marathon, and 75% was because my fucking shoe was stabbing my foot again. And I made the mistake of not wearing any socks. Well, when I ran the marathon, I wore 1 sock, but today, and I usually done this and without a problem, but it just seemed to not work today. But I ran my 3 miles without any socks in both feet, and my left foot felt good, but my right foot, where I have the injury, was fucking hurting because it was just stabbing my fucking wound, and it was painful, alright? That's why I could only do 1 lap, because I couldn't run at the pace I wanted to, and I was running, and I was, you know, I wanted to speed it up, but my fucking foot was hurting. I felt like it was, you know, it was being stabbed, and I had a scab, but when I got home, I checked it, and my fucking, like, you know, it ripped it again, like, it you know, it stabbed my foot again. It fucking opened my scab. It was just, it made the wound a little bit bigger, but yeah, I only decided to do 1 lap, and thankfully I only did 1 lap, because if I've got any farther, then my wound would have probably been even worse, and I probably would have had more time to fucking recover. But I only did 1 lap, so that's good. And today was kind of just a day just to see where I'm at, and so basically I'm doing really well. It's just that my fucking shoes are the problem, okay? I mean, wearing socks, I couldn't find any socks, alright? I don't like to waste time before a run. I just want to fucking do it. I want to go run. I don't like to waste time looking for anything. But see, it's mostly these fucking shoes, because I had the same problem, and I've mentioned this in the beginning of the video. I've had the same problem with these fucking shoes. Just walking, it stabs my fucking foot. And it's the same fucking side, the right foot, the right shoe. I'm gonna fucking burn this piece of shit. So basically, everything's fine. I'm completely fine. It's just that I need a new pair of shoes. That's all that I need. And as you can see here, this is the area where it's kind of where it's stabbing my foot. It doesn't look like anything, it doesn't look sharp or nothing, but this fucking area right there is fucking painful. All right, I'm gonna burn these fucking shoes. Anyways, right there specifically is where it fucking hurts. But back to that is where I think my dried up blood, where I was bleeding, that's where my blood was, because it looks red. And most likely, I mean, it is my blood from when I ran the marathon and my fucking shoe was stabbing me. Fuck these shoes. I'm gonna burn them. But anyways, yeah, today was kind of just like to see where I'm at day. So I only got to do 1 lap. I didn't go for the full, usual 3 miles, because I would have fucking hurt my foot even more. But all I need is new shoes and I'm good to go. So yeah, everything's pretty good. Today was just, my run today was just, a warm-up run just to see where I'm at, and I'm doing really good. I just need new shoes. I need those fucking new shoes, which I will get, and then I'll be back on track. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much how I'm feeling. Fucking marathon was great, and fuck these shoes. But anyways, yeah, I'm recovering and I'm doing good. My body feels way better. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I hope you enjoyed. Peace.